Hey everyone, Alan from Authority AI here, and I'm back to give you another video on AI solutions and how you can implement them in your business. Today, I want to talk specifically to lawyers. The legal niche is something that Authority AI has really dove headfirst into. So today I want to talk about how lawyers can use automation to really decrease the amount of time they're spending on mundane tasks, become more efficient as a law firm, save a lot of time, which we know for lawyers, saving time means saving money. We recently worked with a lawyer where we're estimating he's saving an extra 8 to 12 hours per month when it comes to prospecting, sales, and onboarding new clients. So let me give you a little background. The first step of his process when a new lead would come in is he'd have a qualification call. Once that qualification call would happen, he would send a manual follow-up email with an intake form that would ask for pieces of their case, documentation, photos, videos, things of that nature. And he was always sending that email manually. And if this prospect didn't respond, what is he doing? He's sending a follow-up email, a follow-up text message, taking a lot of time to do this. Now, once that client filled out that sheet and they agreed to work together, the next step was my client had to put together the contract, send it to said prospect that's becoming a client, and the same thing over. If the client is not signing the agreement, he has to keep going back to him and basically requesting that he completes the agreement so they can move forward. Then once that happens, the next step was, he's sending out a couple of, welcome to the firm emails, next step emails, things like that. Then he's taking over the account and putting it into his legal software called Action Step. You have to manually put it in as a new case. This takes hours and hours of time. Even if it's not him, it's one of his admins or a legal secretary doing this, it still is hours that are, I don't want to say wasted, but hours that could be given back when done with automation. So I want to show you a simple process that we put together for him that is saving him that 8 to 12 hours per month. And we did this all with a CRM and automation platform that we use for all of our clients, and specifically our legal clients. So I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. And let me show you kind of the first steps for the client here. So basically, what we're doing is this client is not techie, so we wanted to make this very, very simple for him. So basically, we created this very, very easy to fill out form that is for his prospect. So my client will put in prospect name here. So I'll just use myself as an example. I'll put in, a Gmail here, and I'll put in my phone number. Now, then these are the type of prospects that he had. Association, insurance claim, unit owner damage, hourly retainer. For the purpose of this, we're going to use insurance claim prospect. Okay, so this is his prospect. As soon as he clicks submit, all that stuff that he used to be doing manually gets sent to the prospect. So now they are going to get this intake form right here. Normally, he would have to manually send them out. This goes right to the prospect so they can start filling this out. Now, what happens if the prospect doesn't answer? Well, we set up a time delay that if they do not fill out and complete the form after a day, they'll get a reminder email. Then after 2 days, another reminder email. And this process can keep repeating itself as long as the client feels tactful or however we want to strategize it. Then once that prospect fills out this form, the client gets back on the call with the prospect, and basically, if they decide to move forward together, then the next step would be setting the contract. So what do? We set up another simple form that we call the client agreement setting form. So same thing. He'd put in my same name, he'd put in my email address, he'd put in my phone number, and he would put insurance claim and click submit. Then what happens is I get the contract. As the prospect, I'll get the contract to fill out automatically. The client does not have to do anything else. And then same thing, if the client does not fill out that contract in a timely manner, then reminders keep going out for as long as we choose that to be. Then as soon as the client fills out that contract and he's officially a client, then we have set up some further automations that basically welcome the person to the firm. So they'll get a welcome email here that just, welcomes them to the firm. They'll get a little bit, about us email. Then they'll get a testimonial email that shows all the testimonials, basically, warming up the client, making them feel good about the choice they just made. Then the final piece of this is we set up an automation that adds this client as soon as the contract gets submitted. It gets added into Action Step with all of the documentation that they put in there, their name, their information, all the key details about the case goes right into Action Step. So that is saving hours and hours of time. Then the other part of this that I wanted to show is this form also goes out during the prospecting phase, which is to the prospect. They get this submit additional case details where they can upload photos, letters, invoices, receipts, etc. And the same process will happen. It'll keep reminding them to fill it out until they do so. So this makes it very, very turnkey and simple for the client. He literally only has to fill out these two forms that I showed you, and everything from there is automated. The only other parts he would want to take care of would be obviously the initial phone call with the client, and then the second phone call that, basically firms up that they are going to be working together. Everything after that is automated. It used to be manual, emails, reminders, text messages, things like that. All of that gets automated now. And here is just another automation that shows some other things that go out. The intake sheet document, the contract, all of that was made inside of this platform to make it very, very simple and turnkey for the client. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, if you're a lawyer, that is something that we set up with automation and a little bit of AI that will intuitively do all these things for you to save you hours and hours of time for you and your team. I call it the lawyer automation process, and I think it's a game changer for any law firm that is just spending too much time in the business instead of on the business. You want to be out there signing new clients, working on your cases, not always having to send follow-up emails and text message and all this little nitty-gritty stuff. That has to happen, but it can be automated. So that is my lesson today of how we could turn a whole prospecting and sales system that was manual before into an automated system that will save you anywhere from 8 to 12 hours per week, depending on how many prospects and clients you have. If you found that helpful, feel free to visit our website, authorityai.ai, or feel free to email me at allen@authorityai.ai. Thank you.